The best thing about Mexico is that its passport is the strongest, and some people ask, why is the Mexican passport strong? Not because of the visa free, right? All the top passports, they just look at the visa free and then they list it from top to bottom. Mexico is stronger than any of those passports. The top 10, I would say Mexico is number one because of four things. One is the TN access to US, right? It's a backdoor entry. If you have a work unemployment letter under the TN category, you can apply for the TN visa, go back to the US. It has an ETA to Canada. That's a power packed option. You have complete Latin coverage. You have great access in all of Latin and South America. And the biggest one is the APEC, a full membership that Mexico has, like Chile or Peru or Australia. So because of that, you have a direct business access to a lot of top countries like Australia, New Zealand, Chile, Peru, Russia, South Korea, Malaysia, Japan. So it has a lot of power, right? So when you package these four features together, it's much more powerful than just the visa-free access. Countries like Germany, US, Canada are not full APEC members, so they don't have the same power as the Mexican passport has. And the reason for this video is because a lot of Western nations, including the US, right, has elected an extremely right-wing president. And that's the trend, right? If you look at Argentina, US, even Netherlands for that matter, the vibe is extreme right. And that directly or indirectly plays a role, right? I won't say it's a hostile environment for not just the immigrants, but the people of color or LGBTQ, right? It's not hostile, but then a lot of the LGBTQ families are looking for plan Bs more than ever before. So yes, you have your main option. Maybe things are fine. That's okay. You have it as your plan A. That's your home country. But then you want to be prepped in case in future you need this option, you want to execute it. You want to have a nationality from a country that's going to be friendly towards your family. And two of the top choices, and in fact, rather than recommending these as options, I'm getting a lot of interest specifically for these two countries. And the first country on this list is going to be South Africa. And the reason being, it has been very friendly towards transgender people, gay families. In fact, for people who aren't aware, the South African Constitution is the first in the world to prohibit unfair discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation. So South Africa is number one. I'm also going to discuss a second hot favorite. South Africa is one of the most popular choices since I started promoting South Africa. And the reason why this is one of the most popular choices is because you can obtain this residency through donation. Most of the other places you got to show either you got to earn certain monthly or you need to move a lot of funds, then you get the residency. But with South Africa, this is you are able to obtain this through a very minor donation, and the amount is only $6,800 USD approximately. And you don't have to pay this right away. You only pay this once you get approved for your benefit. You do the donation, you enter the country, you collect your residency, and this residency is dateless. So lifetime, you don't have to worry about visiting or seeing immigration again. Immigration is one of the biggest headaches, right? Once you get a residency, you got to keep renewing it. And it becomes a hassle when you have too many of those to maintain and manage and schedule. And it's not just your time investment, it's also the trouble of going through that process and keeping track of when does which card expire and stuff. So you want 2 or 3 good options so you can maintain them and manage them. Not in this case. Here, once issued, you are set for life with your permanent residency. And a lot of people don't know that nationality can be obtained in South Africa. Some of the high-profile people carry the South African citizenship. I think it's for diversification purposes. It's a good option. The top example would be Elon Musk, and of course, he has the Canadian and American citizenship, but he does have the South African one as well in his portfolio. Now, do you need to physically reside in South Africa? Yeah, you got to have the minimum physical presence for citizenship, not for the permanent residency. Permanent residency is a dateless, open-ended permit, right? Good for your lifetime. And regarding the citizenship, you got to live there in the final year, right? The 4th to the 5th year, that's what they're going to closely scrutinize. So you got to set the minimum foot on the ground, and then you can apply for that nationality. It's a beautiful country. Growing up, a lot of people watching my channel, South Africa has always been considered as a top country, right? Like in Australia. But off late, I think the media, the press, the news, and few instances, right? Things happen, different countries go through different phases. And the best time to enter a country is when the country's reputation is, right, tanked. And I think that's what happened, and because of the news, thanks to the news, right? This is the time I feel, and this is not immigration or legal or any investment advice. This is my opinion and thoughts on this, right? While the country is at its lowest, while the program still exists, while a lot of rookies don't have any clue of this, you're smart, you know what this means, you know where this fits. So if it makes sense to you, this is the right time to initiate and get that lifelong dateless permanent residency. While you think, is it safe, not safe, this option might be gone, and then you will just keep thinking. So fast movers, smart movers, successful people, don't waste time, because wasting time is just one part of the puzzle. The second is losing out on the opportunity. That's where thinking and thinking fast really helps. So that's one option, which is really a great country. Is it unsafe? Well, if you pick the right pockets and use some common sense, I think it's very safe. It's a very good country. You just have to use your brains and be smart and be street smart. And if you are a seasoned traveler, then South Africa is a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful country to have as a plan B. Not as a plan A, but maybe as a plan B. The second country on this list is one of my favorite places, and that's Mexico. And the fun fact about Mexico is that Mexico City became the country's first area to legalize same-sex marriage in 2009. So it initiated it, right? It triggered it, but now it's legalized in most states inside of Mexico. There's a lot of freedom, and you pretty much can do what you want, live your life the way you want. And there are pockets inside of Mexico like Baja California or Polanco in the Mexico City neighborhood, which are top choices, elite lifestyle, upscale lifestyle. You have some of the best bars that you would ever want to be at, go visit. There's some beautiful, beautiful pockets throughout Mexico that you can call as your home. Now, the reason why this residency is so popular is because there's literally no donation. This is kind of a free option in a way, almost free option in a way, where you're just simply showing your monthly income or your bank balance, right? Either or, it doesn't have to be both together. It's either monthly income or the bank balance, and you can qualify directly for either temporary or the permanent. 18 months of physical presence is all that it takes towards the end to get this nationality, to get this powerful passport. I think, and I personally feel that a lot of top passport portfolios have both these two options in them. So yes, you can buy your CBI citizenship in the interim. There's also the Panama travel passport that you can add to your portfolio. And these are interim solutions. These are transitional solutions. If you buy the CBI passport, then obviously you're shelling out a lot of money. That's a sunk cost. You're donating a bunch of money to CBI countries, and you're getting a transitional passport. The beauty of the Panama travel passport is that it's a fixed deposit with the bank under your name. So your money is staying with you. You're just getting almost free option for the passport, except there'll be legal fees and minor costs, right? Immigration costs, but otherwise it's an almost free passport in the interim. So if you have money to shell out, throw away, then CBI citizenship works fine. If you don't want to throw away your money, you want to create a fixed deposit, then the Panama travel passport can take care of your immediate travel needs. And then once the Mexico or the South Africa or any other citizenship kicks in, then you don't need that travel passport. You don't need that CBI passport. So you can recycle those options if you don't need them and latch on to the more respectable top choices. We have attorneys primarily focusing on the Mexico and the South African markets. So at any point in time, you want to get started with your residency in either one or both of these countries, you can always click the link, book a call. We can discuss what's the best fit, and there are a ton of other options that can be discussed, and we can immediately get you started with the option of your choice. And if you aren't yet subscribed to this channel, here's where I share latest updates, breaking news, and changes to any of the programs. To stay updated, make sure you're subscribed. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and catch you in the next one.